What's up, guys? Vaping Mr. J here.
And I'm Motor.
And I gotta turn my volume up. I can barely hear a motor. Alright, so I went to the vape shop today. I actually went to a new vape shop that I had discovered the day I went to my doctor's appointment, which I believe was December 20th, which was Friday. December 20th was a Friday, wasn't it?
I believe so. Or no.
Yeah, no,
Because, you
December 20th was a Friday because remember, Christmas was that next week, the week after Friday.
because Christmas was Wednesday.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
because Saturday would have been 21, Sunday would have been 22, Monday would have been 23, and then Christmas Eve was Tuesday the 24th. Anyways, discovered this vape shop because I wanted to go to the vape shop that day because I was in the market for a new squonker, which at that time they didn't have any stock for squonk mods. And it's like, okay, well, that's pretty cool. The shop environment was really nice. It was a really nice shop. But today, my grandfather had to go to his eye doctor's appointment to obviously get his eyes checked out and get new glasses and everything. So I rode with him, and we stopped at that vape shop because I needed juice. I was originally going to get an RTA, but the cheapest RTA they had a really weird post stack, and I wasn't fucking with it. It was like clamps. As much as I love my goon and everything, and a lot of my other RDAs that have clamps, I wasn't feeling it. And then I seen that they had the Revenant Delta kit from, well, obviously from Revenant and T.V.L, which the chip that's in here is, I believe, made by Vaporesso. So I've seen this, and this was $60. It's the complete kit. Was a display model. So yeah, but here's what the mod looks like. It's red, nice red and black, or red and like gunmetal, with a black RDA and a red and blue drip tip. And then it comes with this little bottle that you can fill up to take on the go with you. So when I got home, I was so excited. I was ready to build it. Oh, I'm gonna tell you. You get a little bag of goods, like extra post screws, solid 510 pin, a tri screwdriver, and it looks like a 810 to 510 drip tip adapter. And you get 3 coils with it. Well, I got the first coil. I was trying to put in the RDA. Fucking drop my coiling jig, my 3mm coiling jig, because that's the size of the inner diameter of the coil. Drop that. I don't know where the fuck the coil went, so grabbed the second coil, got it, like, I felt like the leads were a little bit too long, so I trimmed them back a little bit, got it where I wanted it, and, yeah. After that, it worked fine. And you also do get a charging cable in here, although I do not recommend charging batteries inside a mod. It's not good for the circuit board. Let me go ahead and fix this. There we go. Alright, now it's right. I would recommend, if you're going to get an external battery mod, I would recommend charging the external battery, or the removable battery, on an actual battery charger. It's better for the battery. You're not going to fry the charging port on the mod. The only time you should ever use this for anything is upgradable firmware. That's the only thing. Now, you can, theoretically, in an emergency, you can charge the battery at least once off, but I wouldn't recommend continue to do it because you don't want to fry the circuit board that controls the micro USB. So, yeah. But, go ahead, pop a battery in here. Alright, so, you also get a 18650 adapter to make the 18650 longer, so you can run this with 21700, 2700, and 18650. I only have the 2700, so that's what I use. Alright, so if you've been following the channel for quite some time, you've actually may have seen this mod before on this channel. Beast actually, I don't know if he still does, but he had gotten the mod by itself, and I was so interested in it because he was like telling me about it and everything. the way you fill it and everything, and it's absolutely amazing. So in here is what you would your little container or bottle as you would call it. So here's your bottle in here. Now this does actually come out for cleaning and everything, so you can clean this. Um, but the way you fill it up is on the bottom right here, right there. And basically what you do, let me see. Yeah, it can be filled up. All right, so I'm gonna show you how to do it. What the fuck is that smile for?
I have ovaries coming out this box.
All right, so you push down. Actually, I'm gonna need to hold it this way. So you push down and you squeeze, and that's how you fill it up. I got to watching Tony B's review. Great guy. Tony is a great guy. Um, and I do see where he's coming from. The way you fill this up does look like you'd be kind of sketchy as fuck. But it's really not. This system actually works. And obviously the way you squonk is you press this button up here. I've only had this mod for, I would say, a couple hours. And I have not mistaken this button as the fire button. The fire button's right here. This is squonk button. And, yeah. So, the coil I have in here is just the fused Clapton it comes with. Or one of the fused Claptons it comes with. This is reading, 0.22. And vapor at 70 watts. And I have to say, it's 70 watts out of a single coil RDA, because that's what this is. This is also, you can use mesh in this as well, because it does have clamp styles. Personally, I don't like really messing with mesh all that much. Just my personal opinion. But if you like mesh, I hear this is where... Oh, there we go. The cap wasn't all the way down. I hear this RDA is better with mesh than the coil. I personally don't really care. Because while it does produce okay flavor, the flavor's okay on it. I like it because with a single fucking coil, I can get a decent amount of clouds. So, and at $60, I mean, that's vape shop prices. $60. It's not bad for a starter kit. I mean, obviously batteries aren't included, which is a given. But let me see if it tells me what chipset's in here. So let's see, one Delta mod, battery adapter inside. Revenant. I could use the scratch off authenticity. I'm not about to pull the user manual out because I can just search it up. Revenant. Alright, so this is what it says. The Revenant Delta Squonk 100 watt kit is made in collaboration with T.V.L, implementing the Advanced Omni Board 4.0, which I believe the Omni Board's a Vaporesso chip. Chipset, integrated squonking button, and simple secure PTF filling push to fill system that makes refills super easy. So we'll go Omni 4.0 chip. See who that's made by. Vaporesso. Omni is Vaporesso's chipset. So it's made by Revenant. It's in collaboration with T.V.L, I think. Let's see. Yeah, T.V.L. And obviously the chipset is produced by Vaporesso. Which I actually have the Vaporesso switcher and another Vaporesso mod that I absolutely love. The Vaporesso Polar. The Vaporesso Polar was a really, really good mod in my opinion. I fucking loved it. Same with the switcher. I love the switcher. The switcher It had a weird design to it. The switcher had a weird design. We're just gonna leave it at that. But both were really great mods. I didn't get the tank with the switcher. I just got the switcher by itself because they didn't have a box for it, and I got a discount on it because they didn't have a box and because of where I actually drove from. But but yeah, no. So, but the chipset seems to be fine. It hits hard. This vape's great. Now, I have a theory as to how the squonking on this actually works. So, I think whenever you push a button, it pushes a plunger down that forces air into the tank and shoots the juice up to the RDA, or in this case, RSA, soaking the coil, and the juice obviously goes through the center pin, or the squonk pin, and shoots up from the top and the bottom, and just goes in the thing. And whatever excess juice that's in there gets sucked back in. So that's my theory on how the whole squonking system actually works on this. I like squonking. The reason why I don't do it too much is because, not because of how much juice I'm actually using, because I don't care about that. What really turns me off from squonking traditionally with the silicone bottle is it's messy. Whenever you go to put the cap back on the bottle to go put it back in the mod, sometimes juice just goes all over the place. Now there's ways to get around that. You can get the I think it's the vape flask that Vandy Vape made for the Pulse. You could get that, but if more companies actually went to this push to fill design, I think a lot more people would be into squonking. Just my opinion. But chipset hits hard. Mod has a decent amount of weight for it. It is made out of zinc alloy. It's got really nice red accents. As various other YouTubers or reviewers pointed out, the sides here with the T.V.L. and then the REVENANT, those are fingerprint magnets. But well, it's a fingerprint magnet all in itself because it's fucking shiny. But can't really do much. $60. It's the RDA is okay. If I was to throw another RDA on here or RSA on here, for a single coil I would probably have to throw the recurve on here. The recurve has excellent flavor. Produces decent clouds. It's a really good RDA or RSA. And it's cheap too. The recurve is really cheap. I think it's like $30. And it comes with 2 Clapton style coils, or Fuse Claptons, and the coiling tool for the to measure the leads. Well, it comes with 2 of them, one in 2.5 and one in 3 millimeter, and that's how you use to measure your leads or cut your leads where you need them to fit them down on the thing. Also, speaking of that design or that little handy thing, more vape manufacturers, especially when you put out kits with like a postless design like this or a clamp design like this where it's kind of postless, include a leg measuring tool. I know that was a whole thing with the recurve, but I think if more vape companies included those with RDAs that have postless design, I think that would make it so much easier. Now there is alternatives you can get. Tony P did show a little measuring jig that you can use that somebody had made. It's blue, and I can't remember who made it, but it's pretty neat. So you could get that if you wanted to. But just a thought. Just honestly, not really a thought, more of a tip. I think you would increase sales that way, and I think a lot more people would be on board with squonking and RDAs in general. The problem is most people don't have the skills or knowledge, especially when it comes to postless designs, to actually to cut the legs where you need them. When you have, say, something like the Pulse 24, for example, you have to guesstimate with one coil, get the legs where you need them, and then measure the legs up to the other coil where the legs are long and try to hopefully cut it even with the other leg that's already been cut. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why, like, I've always preferred velocity style decks or even some clamp decks. What was the easiest? All right, so a very good example of this. I don't. That's not coming off. Yeah, something like that, or even something like this. I like these decks right here, or this deck right here. This was really easy to build on. Um, but yeah, just include a leg cutting tool. That way you can measure your legs up so you can cut it perfect every time. So that was innovation when the recurve came out. When I seen that it came with those two little, they kind of look like little Allen keys, but they're round, and they have you can use them as a coiling rod, or you can use it to cut the legs as well. So I thought that was innovation at its finest, or not cut the legs, but measure where you need to cut the legs. I thought that was innovation. But I think I rambled on enough. There's no telling how long this video is. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell to be alerted when we upload new videos. Anyways, I am Vaping with Mr. J.
And
We are signing out.